Next up on the grading block, as I say, is Bowman. Keeper Antonio Brown. You know, he's ridiculous. His consistency is crazy. How impressive he's been. Come back after that, and you go with Adam Thielen. It's still questionable with him and Diggs. Who's going to be the guy that's going to turn into the number one? Diggs can't stay healthy most of the time if you look at his history. So Thielen is a little bit safer pick, and you're getting the consistency in the PPR. If you get 100 catch guys with Antonio Brown, who will, and Adam Thielen, who has a really good chance to, that's going to set you apart there. Then you went and grabbed Demaryius Thomas a few rounds later. Resurgence there could be a really good buy. Ryan Grant and Devontae Parker later. Hey, Devontae Parker could be the number one guy. There's a whole lot of targets that are being left open with Jarvis Landry's departure. And where you got him at is could be a steal. He is going to play week one. I told you he broke his hand, which he did. But he is going to play week one is what I've been hearing. So we'll see how that plays out. Went with the no running backs early philosophy here and grabbed Isaiah Crowell and Carlos Hyde as your starters. Do you love them? Not really. But that's the risk you're taking. You're going with the guys that you're going to play off the waiver wire, and you're going to try to pick people up. You got Chris Thompson, who is electric, barring any setbacks from his injury. Ty Montgomery took a guess at the backfield. Hey, he's still going to be the third down guy because he was a receiver ahead of time, before he became running back. Then you got Jonathan Stewart, in case Saquon gets hurt. Get it? Outside of that, he really holds no value. And Devontae Booker at the time was still considered the starter, which they've already came out and said Royce Freeman is now going to start week one. But I look for a timeshare and a hot hand, so that could be a nice little grab that you got late there. Overall, though, obviously it's going to be weaker than a lot of teams because of the strategy that you took, and I get that. Jacksonville Jaguars defense, you took that one pretty early there as well. But that's kind of what you're going with. Maybe with your strategy, you would have gone, instead of grabbing Ty Montgomery, which I do like, or Stewart later, instead of taking the Jags defense first off the board, you could have grabbed a Peyton Barber who has to start, Rashad Penny who could be the starter later on. I get why you might not want him. But those are, some flyers, which is what you got to do with that strategy. But you took the Jags because you wanted them. They're the best defense on paper. We'll see how that comes out this year, which, defenses don't tend to have as much turnover as some of these other players do. So we'll hopefully go with that. And as far as tight end, Travis Kelce, stud. You took him early. I get it. You get the stud tight end. Gronk went off the board way early, which, actually that's about where he's going. So I'm not too mad about that. I'm just mad I didn't get a chance to grab him because I would have in that round too. And then you grab Patrick Mahomes late. You got A-Rod. Do you need another quarterback? Really? You take Patrick Mahomes, who everybody's super excited about this year, and you took him late. Hey, he's on your team now in case something happens to A-Rod again this year. But I doubt he sees more than 1 week of use, and he probably will be on the waiver wire at some point with you needing to pick up some running backs to help out that depth or, a hot hand starter. So we'll see. Overall, though, I gave your team a B-. I understand the philosophy you're going with, and you won it last year with a similar philosophy. My concern, though, is that I don't think that you're as happy with the quality of wide receivers that you got picking from the 12th pick as you might have been with something more in the middle. But we'll see how it plays out, and all the best luck to you. But right now I'm giving you a B-. Once again, when things shake out, if Carlos Hyde stays a starter all year, Ty Montgomery comes on, or if you end up picking somebody up, but this is a draft grade, doesn't count your waiver wire pickups. So currently you're at a B-, but doesn't mean you're not going to be another playoff team.